It. There we go. All right. Well, just in time for.
Come again?
In the wise words of Mother Mary, come again. All right.
With the
So
words of wisdom. Come
anyway,
again.
here we are once again. Who wants to recap? How about Zoom? How about you recap?
Alright. We got into combat with these people. I tried to hit them with a barrel, I remember. And rolls went very well for them.
Yeah.
I took a shit ton of damage, and I perished. But we ended up killing them all, I think.
Who were they?
They were these guards who were looking for the dude, Manus, that we were looking for. And we were
Sort of
like,
guards.
oh, they were like Templar people.
Yeah,
Like,
they were members of the church.
they were like, hey, go do church things. and they were like, give up this dude and we'll like let you go. And we were like, how about hit you with the barrel? And we tried that and it failed miserably. And then they had smites, and it was bad. It was very bad.
You guys went toe-to-toe with the Church of Lathander, who is attempting to apprehend Manus. They gave you a chance to walk away and keep your lives, and you declined. And combat ensued.
No.
Combat ensued. Some of you were stabbed and smote. Some of you had spells cast upon you. The townsfolk went screaming out away from the fight, crying for help. What was odd about the Templars and such?
Yeah, they had like some weird undead shit to them.
Yeah, what he said.
To an extent, yeah. Their magic would take on the glowing divine light of Lathander, and as they were damaged and near death, it would change into a spectral blue, like neon flame, with black insides. They themselves, I don't exactly recall why they were undead.
Well, I don't think it was.
I think what I did was that when they died, they would burn to ashes. But I don't recall why you guys knew that they were undead. Does anybody know? For inspiration?
They were undead? Was they were? No, never mind. Nope.
Didn't someone like?
I think
Like
what
one
it
of the
was that
divine people-
Dreek. I think Dreek has a dagger that
Oh, yeah,
does
that was-
extra
yeah,
damage
yeah.
to undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you guys knew that they were in some way not living. So inspiration to me.
No, that's bad. We don't want you to.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah. But things
Yay.
started to look a little grim. Dreek and several others went down, nearly down. Zoom did go down, and then was slain. You guys, we ended last campaign with you at the very end of combat, with a dead Zoom on one end of the alley. Guessing he'll die. Thanks for the shirt.
I feel like one shirt needs a 20 on it, and the other needs the 1.
Guess you'll die. Guess
It's
you
like a
will
Google
die.
Max. It's just like-
So, with you are met with the fading screams of the townsfolk around the alley. A clearing, like an opening, has kind of cleared in the morning crowds as they go fleeing, looking for help. A brief silence, like a ringing silence, echoes as you guys look down the alley, and the bleeding corpse of Zoom is what you see. What would you like to do?
Let's go to the church and tell them we're very, very sorry and ask them to resurrect our friend.
That is an option. I will also preface this session by saying, if it seems like it's all made up, that's because it is.
What?
Everything's made up.
What?
The hit points don't matter.
Hit points
Yeah.
don't matter.
No, this is gonna. I have no idea what you guys are gonna do, so, or how you're gonna do it. You guys gave me very broad strokes, and I was like, cool. I wonder how that's gonna go. Can't wait to find out how that ends up.
Well, I'll just start off with full speed running to the other end to check on Zoom. Baseball sliding up next to him.
You can see multiple, like, you don't even need to roll a medicine check. He's got multiple lacerations. A lot of his contusions have these bright, like, bluish scarred burn marks around the flesh wounds. He's still and very much dead. His Shrilgar like ear flaps that were covering his eyes are slowly kind of like relaxing and opening up, and, like
Which way are we
receding
running?
back into his head.
Which way are we running? I'm still on the roof, and apparently so is Acasio. We're both on the roof.
Yeah.
I don't think we're currently running. I think we're just taking stock of the situation at the moment.
Okay. All right. Definitely
But,
on the roof, freaking out still. Then.
But yeah,
You're
if
freaking
those
out.
of you who don't know, Zoom
Yes.
is over here. Bodies are everywhere. This priest is also dead.
Can I make some kind of medicine
You
check?
heard me. Sure.
Just to, I don't know, see if there's any possibility that there's something I can do.
I'm sorry, he's dead, Jim.
If he dies, he dies.
I'm not a doctor, I'm a miracle worker. I mean,
Not a milkman. What does that mean?
but I'm sorry, he's dead, Jim.
Been blessed, cat and lap.
21.
Such blessed.
He's very dead. You know of spells that you're within a short window that if you had the capabilities, you could revive him quickly.
Yeah,
However, I don't think you're of the appropriate level, are you?
I don't believe I am. Unless anyone wants to marry him, cast ceremony.
What?
If that's what you guys are interested in, sure.
Well, I think a funeral would be more appropriate. But
Marry a
anyway.
dead guy.
Give
You-
thanks
you
to
all don't do
Lysander.
Do I still get half his stuff if I marry him, or do I get all his stuff if I marry him?
All of it.
Unfortunately, it's not community property. He owned all that stuff before he married you.
All right. So.
Ooh.
Prenup.
Yeah, I was
where's-
like, I
where's
didn't
the
realize you
prenup
signed it.
spell?
I was like, you signed that prenup pretty quickly before he died, the bastard.
Son of a bitch.
He wrote it in his blood on the floor.
In my will.
Don't let Umlau touch my stuff.
Okay, then second thing I'd like to just try is maybe a religion check or history, just on the pure fact of possibly finding the closest or knowing the closest church or place where we might be able to seek out a resurrection.
Sounds like a religion check for sure.
Alrighty. Give
Yeah,
praise
you are-
to the four.
You are 100% certain that the Church of Lathander is the closest church you could get a resurrection at.
Sounds about right.
Boy.
Captain Obvious to the rescue!
It's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
We're very, very sorry.
Early, we gotta go talk to some church people.
Anybody else have anything they want to do?
How many doors can I knock on before they just start ignoring me when I talk about the Church of Lathander?
How many? I,
just-
don't know.
I
You try.
just want to know. I just want to know how many people I can annoy in the neighborhood. So we
Probably a
can,
lot of
you know,
them.
Get away. Will they ignore us if I knock on the door? Just like, no, fuck it, just let them go. Let them go.
Who knows? You'd have to try.
I was hoping to pull a Jehovah's Witness move, maybe.
What do you guys think? What would you like to do?
Question.
So
Answer.
many questions.
How knowledgeable would I be about the actual act of what would be required for resurrection, like the actual process?
Are you more interested in the like magical arcane method of how the spell works of
Yes.
resurrection, or are you more interested in like what is
Not so much-
required? Like,
More the arcane, like what material components and stuff like that.
I would say you can roll a. I would say you can roll a religion check, or an arcana check with disadvantage, because it's kind of outside of the domain of
Yeah.
arcana per se. It's not quite your area of study.
Let us do religion then.
Sure. You know that most restorative spells require, like in the more powerful ones, require diamonds of all sorts, either for restoration of ailments, of curing, blindness, that sort of thing. Various components of gems are usually what's required, and in most cases for resurrection, you need a diamond of varying cost.
And what of the
to cast
body?
the spell.
What of the body?
What of the body? What are you interested in?
Can it be, like, is the entire body required, or a piece of the body?
I will say that not having the whole body, you know that the less of a body you have, the more complicated it becomes. But
Okay.
you're not sure about specifics.
Fair enough.
You surmise you'd probably have to ask an expert or a priest.
Back to James stroking his cat.
Dog.
There are no
Oh,
cats
he's
there.
got a dog this time.
Got two
Oh,
dogs.
the wild card.
Sorry,
R2.
it was Bill stroking his cat. There's too many cats around. Everyone's got a cat.
There's a
He
fluffy
jumped up
cat
and
with
down.
us, guy.
I saw a cat and was like, I got 3 people to fucking choose from, maybe more.
Pick a name.
She was my comfort
The
animal.
cats.
And then my roommate got home, and so she was like, "Oh, fuck you, bye."
Time's
about
up,
right.
bitch.
Of course.
Sounds about right. Cats
Peace,
don't
love.
care about nothing but themselves.
We'll name you Faramir.
What are we doing?
I
I'm
have
on
no
the
cat.
roof.
Okay,
I'm on
clock
the
it.
roof, and I'm just like, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah, I will say that the
Where do we
clock is
go, guys?
ticking. People, like, time is passing as you guys are trying to scramble with what to do.
I run to the edge of the roof, and I
Mhm.
look at Vulcan right here. There's nobody else. Everyone's dead right here, right? It's just
Yeah.
me and Vulcan right here.
You look down and you see Vulcan is standing in a big, like, pool of, like, ichor and, like, body parts of the dead
There's-
around him.
There's a crowd too, right?
The crowd is dispersed because seeing you kill the Lathander Templars, they've scattered to look for
He
help.
bailed. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
I look at Vulcan and be like, we gotta get out of here, robot guy. We can't make this. You're the only guy who can make it, yeah?
I have,
Jump off the roof.
I have an
We should
idea.
evacuate this area quickly.
I have an idea.
What do you wanna
Suddenly, a something on Brandon's backstory just came flooding into me. I immediately stopped. I'm thinking of every possible way we could save him at any cost, and I
Oh,
stop
no.
and I look and I turn back and I see Umlau coming down off the top of the building,
Give it to me.
and I'll shout and they're like, "Umlau, I need you, my friend."
Make this my responsibility. Make it my responsibility.
I look at Vulcan. I'm like, the kitty god needs me, mate. And I just step over the bodies and I run towards him down the alley. Hey, lizard guy. And I keep going.
We haven't much time. Quick, if we
I
will
like-
save him.
Run as fast as I can. I run like a 6'4" so it takes a little bit.
Ooh. And I stand up and I put one hand on each of your shoulders and look and say, "I'm sorry, but the only way we can save his body is to put a vessel within it. Perhaps if we release your father into his body, it will preserve it for enough time so we can get a resurrection and bring his soul back.
Immediately, he says that, Kitty that's not a good idea, mate. If my daddy gets out of this thing, we might all die, mate. And
But
we
if
might
he's
never get.
contained, if he's contained within a body, could we perhaps then transfer him once again back into the vessel?
I look at Zoom and I look at Bud, and I'm just like, you're asking a lot, mate.
I wouldn't ask it if it were not necessary.
Do we know that? Is it common knowledge of the nature of your father, Umla?
No,
I know
it is
you've
only
I know you've
between-
discussed it. I know you've discussed it with a few people, but
The only ones who know are Foz, Bud, and Kaz.
and Kaz, yeah.
Yeah, Kaz. Yeah, those are the only three that know.
Cost would be,
Yeah.
is obviously it's right here. You would be hearing all this too. So
Yeah, looking at both of them, I'm like, I am not entirely sure what to do. I'm gonna have to roll.
I foresee if we stay here and do not act quickly, we will all die anyway.
Okay. I give him the thing on my hip. I was only going 10 up, give it to him, 10 down, keep it. So I take it off my hip and I look at him, I'm just like,
Okay, hang on.
be careful with my dad, little guy.
Da 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 da. Does it seem like it's made up? It is.
it just
Yeah,
is that in
and-
a dream.
You guys,
I-
everyone who's looking or who else is down there, you guys see me take this like lamp-like thing, and it's completely glowing blue, just like my skin. As I pull it out, it looks like the the little water thing that's always cold in in Waterboy. She's like, oh, it's always
Now that's some high quality
Sports,
H2O.
yeah. It looks like that, but bigger, like a lamp. And you watch me hand it over to Bud.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Cool. All right. I am going to do something a little different.
Okay.
Can you all, except for Umlau, deafen yourselves in Discord?
As soon as I figure out how to do that, yes.
The headphones.
Ross, if you are deafened, will our audio still be recorded by the stream?
Hold on. Speak. I'm gonna deafen myself, and then can you talk?
Sure.
Okay.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, they won't hear anything.
They won't hear anything. Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. I can just take my headphones off.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Just fingers in
Take
your ear and just
Just take
pretend
your
like you don't
headphones
hear
off,
anything.
and then
Yeah.
you'll see me
Wait for the
flag.
cue.
You'll see me flag everybody down on camera.
I'm gonna definitely-
Jake has already been gone.
Yeah, whoever's
Yeah.
watching the stream, turn off the volume, you bastards.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you hear that, audience? All 7 of you, turn your phones off.
Do I need to deafen myself since I'm dead?
No,
or
not
should
the
I
not the watchers, just the guys playing.
I'm gonna say yes because you are dead. You can't hear.
Okay.
All right, deafening.
All right.
Removing.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Here it goes.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So, Umlaut, tell me a little more about your father. Is he evil of nature? Is he like a more benevolent being? Is he more? This is DM asking you.
My father, before, he was a pretty good guy, but until he got trapped being a genie, he became pretty evil. So at this moment, being trapped for so long, pretty evil guy. He was
That's what I figured.
he was a genasi also, but of course now
Right.
he's fucking Jin.
Yeah, he's an actual air genie.
Yes.
DJ Ginny.
Yes.
Ginny? Okay.
Jin. Yeah.
Jin,
Whatever he is, yeah, he's not happy. Doesn't know relatively like who anybody is.
Okay.
He's only on one path, is to break free from not being free, essentially.
Okay. Let me think. What else do I want to ask you, if anything? Okay. Cool.
Loud noises, angry words, like and subscribe.
What?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
We back?
We're back.
We back.
Back.
I can hear again. It's a miracle.
Bill can't hear
How's that?
still. I think he's on another page.
Oh. Oh well. He's dead.
Wes.
Okay.
There he is. There he's back.
Hello.
All right. So, Brandon, how does one summon the genie from this lamp? You've handed it to Bud.
Looking at the
How
lamp.
does this lamp work?
Looking at the lamp, I'm just like, it's gonna be a little crazy, mate. That's why I keep it under my jacket, yeah. And so, to open this one, I just essentially just cast like a small wind spell, essentially to like rub the lamp. But because he was an Air Genasi and so am I, this is the way it is to summon him. So I've always kept it just close. No wind can hit it, keeping it as close as possible to me.
All right. And you cast a little gust.
Yeah, just a
The
little
wind,
gust at it. A little gust at it, and I whisper, "Arise, mate. It's time for you to show your true colors, yeah?" And I just cast the little gust spell at it and
All
just
right.
watch it glow.
And glow it does. What does the lamp look like? Can you describe it a little bit for everybody?
I don't know if any of you seen like RWBY or whatever. It's like a it's almost like a lantern essentially, but it's like it's like bulbous in the middle, almost like a teardrop, and it comes down. It's got a little golden thing that sits on, so it's kind of like that.
Awesome.
I'm looking it up right now. Okay, I see it.
Okay. So as you conjure this little bit of air and say arise, the air kind of seems to absorb and swirl within the teardrop and then begins to billow within. You get a bit of this hurricane effect. Blowing as it increases and starts the wind starts to pick up in the alley. Papers and bits of wood begin scattering. You can hear little the little rocks and stones of rock and stone.
Stone.
Little-
Stone.
Little
Sorry.
bits of detritus begin clattering along the alleyway and cobblestones. You can see a light blue smoke begin billowing out from the bottom of this teardrop. It looks like it's kind of like a smoke machine, kind of like where it's just like dry ice, like billowing out of your hand as you're holding in your paw, I guess. But as you're holding this teardrop, slowly as you see the hurricane kind of like expand outward, it becomes an actual blowing wind in the alleyway. You know, the bodies of the Templars are starting to move slightly as they come into contact with this wind. Their clothes slightly fraying and tattering in the force of the gale. You see a person appear in the teardrop, Bud, as you're closest. You and Umlau both see him appearing. He's like spinning very quickly along the outside of the eye of this hurricane and like moving outward and outward. And as he does, he grows bigger and larger and then shoots straight out of the top of the teardrop. He's spinning upward like this, arms full, like he's a muscular blue-skinned man. It's very similar to Umlau. He looks like a bit of an Air Genasi. Blue skin, yellow runes and swirls running up along his body. Like Umlau, he's got a dark blue dreads, all they're just hanging freely down to his shoulders and beyond. He's got a big old beard, bushy beard, and you can't see his lower body. He's about we'll say 10 feet tall, large creature for sure, and he's like hovering above you in this alley. On his hip, I'll say he's got a two-handed scimitar, like almost like falchion-looking sword. He's huge. He's buff. He's got his arm like as he comes up, he like flexes with a roar, as though being like a bit of relief and a bit of rage that he's been summoned. And he kind of like flexes and pops and cracks his body in his sudden freedom. He looks down upon you all imperiously, arms folded. But you can see the resemblance to Umlau. This is most definitely his father.
I'm like cowering behind Bud at this point. Last time I saw my dad was he was he was getting trapped in this thing. So it's like I know.
He is an intimidating sight. He is just saw the chat. He is an intimidating and imperious looking figure. The wind has not stopped since he was summoned. He says, "And who are you?"
My name is Bud of Clan Dadrod. I have summoned you forth to enter a new vessel and once again walk the lands. Do you accept? Standing there, looking him dead in the eyes.
Where is this vessel?
I point to the large man on the ground next to me. We need to preserve his body. Figured someone as strong as you can be up to that task.
Preservation is a trifling task. Resurrection is also possible.
I
That is
peek
what
out
we
from
need.
behind. I peek out from behind Bud, and I'm like, "Can you just bring him back, mate, and then go back in your hole, yeah?"
He looks down on you, Umlau, and there is just this sneer on his face. Something that really cuts you to your core, looking as he looks at you.
Oh, I duck back down.
My
behind Bud.
son. Of course it is possible. All you
No
must do
way.
is wish it.
You remember me, mate?
Come on, bitch. Give it to me. All I require is one wish. And your friend will live.
Well, so technically Umlau is the one who opened it, correct?
True. However, the way wishes work in this case is
Holding
that
it.
anyone anyone is able to wow, thank you. Is able to wish
Thanks, Owen Wilson.
request a wish of the genie.
I just tell Bud, I'm like, "Go ahead, mate. He seems like
Oh,
he's in a
God.
good mood today."
You get one. Choose carefully. This is so good. I love this.
Like,
is
what
my
are we gonna do?
favorite.
At this point, Umlau is just he's more intimidated than anything, and he's just like he just sees that at this point his dad's in a good mood to grant you a wish, and he's not fucking you over. So he's like, "Do what you gotta do, mate. You asked for it."
Okay, let me see how I'm gonna word this. Give me a second.
Wilkin, roll me a perception check.
Ooh. Perception?
Yes, please. So you can hear the footsteps of metal, like armor-clad feet somewhere in the distance. It's kind of faint. The screaming has largely stopped, like the panic of the other people, but you can see, you look down both sides of the street and you can see people backing, like, there's still some people like a distance away keeping an eye on you. And they're like looking over their shoulders at something. And you can hear the sound of armored feet approaching.
Oh, didn't we see, I don't know whether it was the guard or not, but some special...
You might be
Force
thinking
or
of the eyes of Lathander, but they're the ones that hunt undead out in the forest.
Okay.
But there are guard, there are Templars, there are all kinds of military factions in the city. So,
And I'm assuming this the events unfolding are on the opposite end of the alley.
yes,
Where I am. Okay, I start making my way
downtown.
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 Things will be great when you.
We should
Loud. Sorry. Thanks for
I- if Dreek's actually right there, I'll start dragging him with me, or trying to get him to
Yes,
start
indeed.
this train out of here.
Manus,
Who should make haste?
you grab hold of Dreek and you look down and there's a cowering Manus there. He's like supplicated, like he's just like looking straight up at this genie that's like encompassing the entire, like his entire vision down on the other side of the alley. And you look now too, and you just see him like he's like floating like above the rooftops, staring straight down into the alley, like he's just arms folded, like resting. It's not a leisurely pose he's taking, but he's so big that he just kind of like
Stern.
he's like like resting his elbows on the rooftop, looking down into the alley.
This is quite a spectacle. I'll pick up Manus if he's a dwarf again. I forget if he was.
He is not. He's a halfling currently, but
Oh, he's a
when
halfling. Sorry, yeah, halfling.
Well, I mean, no, he is a dwarf,
He is,
but like looks like a halfling. So when you scoop him up, he's a lot denser than a halfling you would expect. You pick him up, and he is pretty much like dead weight at this point. So,
Yeah. Okay.
time's up, bud. What do you say?
I've got my words. As good as they're gonna get.
Give it to me.
Give it to me, baby.
I look down at Zoom, and I look up at
Give me that stuff, that wishes stuff.
at Umlau Senior.
His name is Bauer Den.
Bauer Den.
Yeah, that was his name.
Okay. As you say that, as you whisper in my ear, as I'm about to give this wish. Oh,
His name is
great!
Bauer Den, mate.
Oh, great and mighty Bauer Den. I wish for my friend here, Zoom, who lies dead, to be rejoined, his soul and spirits back into his body, in the same form that he was prior to death, and with no attachments or loyalties owed to any demonic deities or to you. As I'm staring him down in the eyes.
Okay.
Poke out behind. I poke out behind Bud. What do you say, Pops? How does it feel, mate?
He pops
I
out the
definitely-
side of the camera frame.
He says, "This day Bauer Den shall make your wish come true." And he snaps his fingers. A great the whirlwind around the alley suddenly ceases, and all of the wind comes rushing down upon all of you, like in one direction, all like onto Zoom. The wind like coalesces right around his mouth, and it's like he's inhaling all of this wind. You can see him like lifting and like suddenly puff, his chest puffs up and like he's lifted up off the ground, back arching, and as all like you can see like little gusts of wind like rippling all the way down into his mouth and body, and it lasts for about like a good 10 seconds, and whatever wind was left, it's kind of like a vacuum is created, and then like you can feel yourselves being pulled in towards Zoom, and then as the last wisp of wind, visible wind, enters Zoom's body, you can feel everybody pushed back as Zoom, you suddenly gasp, and you let out all like a big breath of air as life re-enters your body. Everyone is pushed back 5 feet. Yeah, you're coughing and hacking and he says, "It is done. I return to my prison."
Back out. Okay, goodbye, Des. Good reunion, mate. We'll get you out of there soon, yeah. And I hide back behind Bud.
I'll be keeping eye contact the whole time as he's going back in, and kind of put a paw across my chest. You are as mighty as the tales foretold.
So I just wake up and I just see like, okay, see ya, bye.
Yeah, and he says, "Do not thank me yet," and he goes back into the lamp.
I rush over to help Zoom up.
I do as well.
I grab my lamp. But I just look at it. This isn't gonna end well, mate.
I'm glad you are back, friend, but there is no time for questions. We must leave now.
Well, all right.
I will answer everything later.
How is he looking? Does he need to be healed?
He is at 1 HP.
Okay.
He is Zoom. You suffer from 2 points of exhaustion.
How do I add that? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, definitely 1 HP. But as you look down at him, he's got you see a brief flash of something on his fur. Something like yellowish in nature, briefly,
Okay.
and then it's gone.
Okay.
I cast I still have one first level spell slot left, so I will cast Healing Word on Zoom.
Okay.
So where's he at? Where are you at? Which one are you? You're alive? You're dead?
He's the bottom left one. The furthest below Foz.
I'm like, no. This one? No. This one? There you go. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, that wasn't really worth it. But
Oh,
all right.
automatic. How nice.
Yeah, 4 points of healing. That's all I got. That was my last spell slot.
I died when I was mutated. Am I still? I'm assuming
you're
I'm
not.
not raging.
You're not.
So okay, so I'm back to normal. I'm like, I'm just like really disoriented. I'm just like, what? Thanks, Umlau.
Inspiration to Bud and Umlau, if you don't have it already.
You're welcome,
What?
mate.
Thank you, sir. I will put it on.
Umlau, the teardrop lantern in your hand that is now returned to you is cold to the touch, and you can feel it's like the cold seeps more into your bones and like your soul, and there's like a searing disappointment, like it's like almost like a cold indifference coming from the lantern.
I shed one single tear that no one can see, so I hook it back to my hip, and I'm pretty much ready to go at that point.
I'll
I'm just
cast a Cure Wounds on Zoom.
We gotta get out of here, mates. I can't sing songs if I'm dead, yeah?
Where are we going?
We must leave this alleyway and find some safe haven. We have yet to figure that out. You said there were sounds of metal boots.
Yes, and they're growing louder, to the point that everybody can hear them now.
Do they seem to be coming from a particular direction?
This direction.
Then I suggest we go. Where's the? Am I pointing?
Yes.
That direction.
No.
For here. Flee to the woods if we must.
Yes, where are you going?
We just need to get out of here, mate. I don't think I can take another. Actually, I think I'm still full health, so I don't think we. None of us else can die, mate. We gotta go.
Self. Alright.
And in true Umlau fashion, I'm just like, we don't have any other stragglers, just the main guys. All the other guys probably got Snapchats and died, yeah, so we can go.
How do I target Bill again?
Hold Alt and
double-
click on him.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's the last one I haven't tried.
Double right click.
It's always the last one.
Also, yeah, it's also double right click.
Let us flee and leave the liability behind. And he looks at Vulcan,
Who is holding him over?
who
his
is holding
shoulder.
him, and just like straight in the eye, completely serious. He will buy us some time.
Will he know where to go?
We should be moving. I will keep going in the direction that I intended to.
Are we going out the other way, right? Out the other
Yes.
side of the alley? Or are we
Going
coming out the way that we're
inside,
standing
right?
at? Because I thought
Yeah,
we
so
came in
that's
from this
weird.
way.
You guys did come in. You came in from the left side of the alley, but hear the footfalls of armored soldiers on the right side.
Oh, then yeah, let's
And
fucking
Vulcan
bail out.
running away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And running in your direction is Dreek and Vulcan. Vulcan, did you drop Manus? I didn't hear that.
No, I kept. No, I still got him. I
Okay.
just can't carry him. Move him.
Uh,
Here it's heavy
where you-
clinking and a slither.
Where are you guys going?
I look behind us like,
West.
it's the robot guy and the lizard guy. Let's go, mate. We gotta get out of here. And I just start running. Just start moving forward, trying to squeeze through everyone and try and get out of here.
Okay.
And I have no idea where we're going either.
Well, you're in the lead, it seems. Where do you go?
Oh fuck! I look around. I'm just like, it's like fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna book it this way, or whichever. I don't know. I'm just like I don't know. It's running. I just take off that way. I guess. Fuck it.
I will also say that you would know that if you turn left, you go past the entrance of the tavern and back toward the gate you guys came in from. Is in that direction. The forest is in that direction as well.
Force is in that direction. I wouldn't
Yes,
know
the
any
one-
other direction the force is in. Right? Just where I came from.
I mean, it's a surrounding area for us, but this is the gate that you came in from is down that street in that direction.
Okay. Yeah.
If it affects your decision at all.
I mean, are we trying to go back to the forest? We're trying to get blend in with the city.
There's no way we're gonna blend in with the city.
No, you don't think so?
You think we will?
I mean, I think there's always a possibility.
You're a giant fucking cat, man.
Oh yes, but my people are known across these lands. I'm feeling confident tonight, but if you guys want to play in the forest again, I'm fine. It's fine.
I mean, Umlau's running. You guys have the
Yeah,
ability.
there
to
isn't
call me
really a
back
whole
and
lot of
stop me.
talking that's happening here
Yeah.
unless you guys are running with him. So
I will also run in this direction. I would like to keep an eye out for any unattended alleyways that we can either snake around and kind of serpentine or double back our position, or any like abandoned sort of houses or anything like that we might be able to duck into for a spell?
I would say roll a perception check then.
Do you have blind sight, Foz? Or do you have?
No, just true sight.
Oh. I was like, how? The blind guy's behind me, running, looking for alleyways to duck into, and
Technically, I'm
everyone
not
else,
blind.
everyone else is like, "Well, just follow those guys."
I just flavor it like he has cataracts, but it's like foggy eyes, where it's like, oh, you see the future when you stare into his eyes.
Zoom is following, but he's much slower than everyone right now.
Yeah. I imagine Boz is kind of doing the arm over the shoulder thing and like kind of helping Zoom walk as much as he can.
I'll say Kaz will do that. Like you initially attempt that, and then Kaz like kind of like shoves you forward because you're old.
Yes.
And he loops under Zoom's arm. What's up?
I'm also gonna use one of my racial abilities to do disguise self, so I look like not me.
So there are two buds running around. Got it. The gold and silver lion.
Yeah, I definitely changed my cloak that I'm wearing to like a stark, to like, oh no, I changed it to all black as I'm running.
Okay. When Kaz loops under you, Zoom, he will cast Cure Wounds on you as well. Hang on, I can actually target you with that. Nope, 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 nope. I just told him how to do it. Here we go.
Alt!
Look at me.
Wham. 7.
Wham bam, thank you, man.
Wham.
Okay. You are also no longer dead, so let's remove that from you.
Hey! Welcome back to the land of the living. For now.
There we go. This guy's self. I'm almost not bloodied anymore.
Nice.
Almost. Yeah, I'll disguise myself. I'll look like a sort of older person, so now I'm like going around a bit slower than normal.
So we're all just running that way.
Yeah.
Seems that way. All right. You guys all start running down past the Rising Moon Inn. You can see the Goliath bartender. He's got a big old like battle axe that he's holding. He's like guarding the doorway. It's one of those like two like double like I don't even know what to call those. It's not double doors, but it's like those ones that has like a half like chest like a waist high portion that you can like
I know what you're talking
close
about.
the upper part.
Yeah.
So the bottom half is closed, and you just see him towering in the doorway with his axe. When he sees you guys, he just raises the axe in preparation, and like looks like he's preparing for some sort of combat with you if you approach.
Ooh.
Like, is he just? Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of point. Is he just like kind of off here? Like
He's like back here, back in this area.
Wait, when
that's like
you
the
say-
main entrance.
combat if we approach? Does it look like he's just kind of guarding the door and preventing anybody from trying to run in?
Yes.
Or
That's-
is
that's the
it like
impression you
if
get.
we run like past in front of him, he's gonna charge us and be like, "For the town watch!" Oh, you know.
No, he looks like he's guarding the front of the inn,
Oh, okay.
essentially.
Well, hiding in the sand would probably be a very bad idea anyway. So
Also, with your perception of 10, you see lots of alleys, but you don't know. You haven't been in this town long enough to know where they go, so taking any would be a risk. You don't see any abandoned buildings on your way out.
didn't think so.
And you continue to run, and run, and run, and run. Eventually, you can hear shouts from behind you. You get like, a couple blocks down, and you can start hearing the shouts of guard just like in disordinate voices, like just kind of a collection of just generally angry or very stern voices from down in that direction. You continue to run, I suppose. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I will turn to Vulcan, noticing he is still carrying the liability, and tell him, see what he knows. If there is a place to hide, have him show it to us.
Where should we go? I like shake him.
He's like, he kind of like jostled out of his stupor a little bit. He says, I gave you the key. You need the other half. You can find the bride. The lab is hidden.
Harder, mate. Shake him harder. Make it make sense, yeah? I don't want to die here.
Perhaps his words are out of order.
The Mortimers know the way.
And take us there.
What the fuck is a Mortimer, mate?
I look around if anybody knows that last part.
The executioner.
And his family. Who remembers what the wife does?
I don't know about the wife, but the child.
It was revealed
is
to you last
dead,
time.
and he was
I shouldn't answer that question.
Shouldn't or should?
I should not. All I had was jokes and not appropriate.
You just described my dilemma of living. Just, is this joke appropriate here?
Will this piss you off today?
Is the funeral the right place for a resurrection joke?
It's cool. I'll give you a joke. My grandfather, after the wrestling thing tonight, goes, "Okay, I can die now." My dad's like, "No, I got shit to do at work. You can't die. I can't take care of mom right now." He's like, "Just die on my birthday." He's like, "No, that's too long." Then my son goes, "Yeah, that's too long."
Damn, I love that.
Starting early.
Says Mortimers know the way. My alley was safe. Now it is not.
Find the new alley.
You got a backup alley?
The both of you can roll persuasion checks, I suppose.
Wait, me?
Yeah, Vulcan and Zoom, I guess.
I'll give you advantage. That was almost a crit.
Almost, I saw that.
A 15. If I'm reading your dice correctly. What does he say? He's gonna say,
Yes.
yes, alley. He says, no alley, alley is not safe. You need hide in plain sight. That's how I do it. Hide where they can't see you. They don't look for you. But you head in right direction, this away from church. Church have watchful eyes, dark flames that look, always look.
Oops. I feel like he's leading us to a trap.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy, so I'm gonna insight what he says. In case he's BSing us.
Especially after having detected his thoughts and like delved into his deeper cognitive state, he is very much not like the only deception you really detected from him was just a kind of like a self-preservation deception. You get the impression that he was just kind of hiding there to stay alive more than trying to deceive you. He's already given you half of a key for the lab that he was describing. He's already kind of given you a path, like another path to continue on your mission, so to speak. So you don't really get the impression he's deceiving you. And you also get the impression he's not entirely cognitive as well. So
Like I said,
or more so, or
liability.
more so, you're getting like stream of consciousness versus like any kind of deception.
Yep.
Any kind of like hidden meaning is mostly just his words and you not understanding what he means.
All right.
Okay, so you continue running. You reckon you're about like, I don't know, what would I say? About like a 20-minute, a 30-minute walk and like a maybe 10-minute run to the gates at this point. The crowds have kind of, like the crowded streets are like the streets are starting to crowd up again. You can hear people talking, like, and some of them are pointing at you as you run. The further on you go, like the more crowded it goes, and like you can tell that word is spreading and following you, but you're starting to stand out by running.
Do we hear the guards following us, like, closely, or are they, like, out of earshot, at least?
Whatever guards that you left in the alley, you cannot hear anymore.
Okay.
There are varying, like, soldiers and things, like, you know, more Templars and stuff, like, wandering the streets. But you get the impression that they're not up to date with what's happened further down the alley. So you're not entirely sure if they know who you are or what, but it's up to you what to do next. I'm gonna move you guys over here since we're no longer in that alley. What is that?
Who did that?
I think this was the alley before you made the alley map and was kind of mildly describing it.
You mean before I dragged you over to it?
Yeah, like when it was like, oh, hey, I'm giving bacon to the guy in the alley because we don't really know what's up.
Okay, well.
And that was bacon.
And bacon boots.
No, not what I wanted. Okay, no.
What to do? What would you guys like to try next or do next?
That.
I'm not feeling good.
What does 2 points of exhaustion get you right now?
And at half movement, and all my ability checks are a disadvantage.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah, so you're moving pretty slow. You're moving slightly quicker with the help of Koss, but yeah, the group speed is not great right now.
Is this? Wait, what's this, James? What did you write?
That's
I wrote that Zoom.
Oh, that's Zoom.
Or I tried to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that Zoom, but just a sec, let me... Nope.
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna delete it because it's a distraction. I want you guys.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
so
unimportant.
No shenanigans here.
let's just
Yeah.
say this is accurate to where we are right now. Exactly. Where would we be? Would you say, Matt?
This is not accurate at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no. This was closer to the Rising Moon Inn, but or the Market Square. I just brought you guys here because you're no longer in the alley, and that didn't make any sense.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you guys are in a strange town that you don't know super well. You guys don't have maps. You have a lead. Otherwise, I don't know what your guys' goal is, so I think it's time to decide what you guys are going to do. I'll say that you guys feel comfortable enough that you guys can kind of slow down a little bit and discuss it if you feel like it.
I think we should stay within the walls of the city. Should we leave and head into the forest? I do not believe we'd be able to sneak into the city undetected. I think our best bet...
we can hide yet either, mate.
I think our best bet would be to procure some masks and change our clothes. Rob people if we must.
Oz is right. And is never wrong.
Did you be making decisions, mate? You almost died back there. Well, you did die back there.
Do you want to die again?
Rather not.
What does everybody else think, mate?
I say we stay within the walls, blend in, and Stick to the mission. We can
What
still
was
do
that?
this.
What was that thing?
What thing, mate?
What?
When I woke up, there was this big blue guy.
Oh, that was just me, mate. I was standing over you, and then I jumped back when you blew all your air out.
I mean, I was seeing double a bit, but
Yeah, that was me, mate. It's all right.
it looked like it was 10 feet tall.
Yeah, that's what happens when you die, mate. Everything looks all crazy.
I saw this as well.
Insight with disadvantage.
Countered by your deception, Umlau.
How did I do this? Oh, I hit. Oh, hopefully that's disadvantage. Okay, good. I did it.
My deception. Well, that's actually pretty good deception.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay. My head hurts.
I look back at Wolken. It was me, mate. I was standing over him. I just give him like 2 hard winks.
Yeah. He's just blinking at you for some reason. He's like,
Fonz kind of rolls his eyes but holds his tongue.
yeah. Looking, you saw both. You're like,
I'll just file that away.
I'll put that in this data bank right here.
That's
say,
going
what
into the L2 cache.
you hear Koss pipe up. He says, whatever we do, we should do it quickly. I don't want to stand out here in the open street.
Agreed.
If we're calling the mission a bust, we should leave. If we're sticking around, well, we should do something about it.
Again, I think we should procure some of those masks people wear. Hide our identities at the very least.
You think we should stay here, mate?
Can we find like another inn? Potentially. Manus, is there another inn close to us?
Shake, shake, shake.
Hang on one sec.
Or just somewhere we can get like a lunch that's indoors? Or breakfast? I could
Perhaps
use.
you just need a bed.
Oh, we stop talking, mate, before you die again. Pretty tired,
I'm
yeah?
feeling much better now. You healed me a bunch.
I kind of shat the bed with that one, mate. I tried.
But I mean, I
Take it easy,
appreciate
friend.
it.
You have been through a lot.
What I will say is that Manus is like repeating what he's told you.
Dead.
Find the Mortimers, find the lab, find the bride, and he's kind of in this like loop.
Why is
Perhaps-
it, mate?
You kind of cut out, Matt.
I thought that was just me. Yeah.
I can't hear him.
We can't hear you,
Nope.
Matt. We can't hear
He
you.
is completely gone.
No, yeah, there we go.
There you go.
There we
Yep.
go.
So Manus is in a flow. He's kind of in this like feedback loop of just like find the bride, find the Mortimers, find the lab, hide from Lathander, hide from the flame, hide from the eyes, hide from the and he's just kind of like repeating like this like mantra over and over and over and over again. So
First order of business is to shake this tail that we have. We need to find somewhere, perhaps stuck into an alley, try to find a basement or something.
What about that lab that he keeps going on about?
Then, once we shake the tail, then we can attempt to find some layer of anonymity. And then from there, we can find the Mortimers in this lab of which he speaks.
I'm gonna put him on the ground and see if he does anything. Gears are turning.
Oh.
Oh. Oh look, he did it himself.
A portal appears.
Yeah. a town portal appears.
Oh.
That's
You
quite
set
a
him down,
treasure.
and
He faces true north.
Just
He's a
starts sprinting.
compass.
that's actually kind of what I was thinking. He just like gets into a dead sprint and he just runs. Yeah, he just takes off.
I'm right behind him.
Off the
Follow
rim.
him.
Oh, there we go. We're all going.
Oh.
As soon as I see Bud run, I'm
That's
running.
the direction we should go.
Okay, what is everybody's speed?
I got 30 feet.
15
30.
feet.
15.
Do I need to pick
Oh.
up Zoom?
35.
Okay.
30.
Y'all.
Speedy kitty.
Okay, so he takes off. He's got about like a 30 foot, like, as you guys are talking, Vulcan sets him down and like kind of like slips out of his arms and just starts running. By the time you guys notice, he's like 60 feet down the street.
All right.
Bud, you say you take off after him. Roll me a. Okay, what I'll say is like he pushes into a group of people, and you lose sight of him from just like a brief moment. Roll a perception or insight check for me. I have a Manus chase in my notes that I crossed out because I didn't think I would use it. And here we are.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Better.
Okay. Sure. We'll go with that. All right.
We are
So-
chasing after Manix.
You see Manus duck into a crowd of people and pop back out, and he's you see him in the same like kind of tattered robes and stuff, but or rather, you track him, see him duck in, and then see a figure dart sideways out of the crowd, and he's now like a 5 foot tall human instead, and he starts
Okay.
like and he's moving quickly in a off to the side down an alley.
Okay. I'm in pursuit.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Following.
As soon as Bud took off, I took off
Yes.
Agreed.
Follow.
Okay, everyone is
What
running.
else we do again?
I would
Uh,
shout back, whoever's the closest back behind me. He's turned himself into a human! And keep going.
I don't have any more second level spells, so I will not do that.
too. I've got no spells left at all.
I've got 2 first level, but nothing useful.
I as a cantrip, I cast. I point to him. Hopefully, I don't know how close, but if I can see him, I cast True Strike.
Okay.
Point my finger at target. Is he still within range, or how far is he from?
What is the range of True Strike?
The range.
30 feet.
He's out of range, unfortunately. Then.
He's out of range. Okay, then.
Actually, you know what? For me, what I will do is, how long does that last? It lasts for 10 minutes. I will cast Detect Magic. And actually, not as a ritual, but actually cast
Like
it
as a spell slot.
as a spell slot.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull you guys back here so we can get some spatial
Yeah.
work
Just
here.
to have
I'll-
a radar blip if we do lose him and he happens to stumble into
What is the range on Detect Magic? Like the
30 feet. 30.
30 feet. Okay. Let's start putting you guys.
If I catch up to Bud and I'm
around.
able to touch him, I cast guidance on him.
Okay, hang on. Let me kind of position you guys a little bit so that. Whoa, what was that? Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I just dropped the template for Detect Magic because it asked
you.
for one, so.
Okay. Yeah, this map's not big enough, but okay, that's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, so Manus, I'll say is let's see. ruler. I'm saying he's like roughly about there-ish. Away from you. Bud is given pursuit. So we'll put you about there, I'll say. Everyone starts running. We're doing it at, like, I guess in my head, he's dashing.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume you guys are doing the same. So we'll move kind of according to that. Vulcan, what were you doing?
I assumed that I knew he took off immediately, and I started following him.
Sure, I'll say you're
Definitely.
kind of like in this. You're ahead of the pack, but behind Bud.
Yeah.
Because Bud is faster than you.
Yeah.
This is not going to be to scale, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Since I used one of my actions to cast a spell, I would be further behind everyone else. So
yes,
I'd
you
kind
would.
of be, in case he doubles back, protection, I guess.
So we'll say it's kind of looking like. Whoops, that's not it. We'll say it's kind of like this in terms of like a. I would even put you Umlaut back for a little further. So yeah, you like Umlaut, you can't quite catch up to Bud, given that he's like really fast. He's like faster than your average humanoid. So to catch up to him, Bud would have to stop for you to cast any kind of guidance, unless guidance is further than touch. I think it's only
it's only touch.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic Fuzz. I'll say Cassio's just running as well. Does anybody want to do anything else? Who hasn't really done anything, or is just running?
1 second. Let me see.
Are we trying to stop him?
Catch him.
Get to where he's going.
Yeah, get to where he's going.
You're
Okay.
trying to follow him to his
Right.
destination.
Okay, that's what I
I
thought.
think Wolken's still on the other screen. Matt, I think Wolken's still on the other screen, if I'm correct.
He's
He's
here.
right there.
Has the W
You
under
see,
it?
it looks like
It's on the edge of the circle.
He's right here.
No.
Yeah.
Where it says world map Hinterwood, the map's up
Oh.
there. It says Hinterwood. It says W. It's Wolken.
Tell me,
So-
James, what
Isn't-
map are you seeing?
That was weird. No, I was definitely seeing a rising moon, but I saw what he saw. I clicked back and clicked back in.
Oh, okay,
I'm good now.
sweet. Well, yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
always seeing it.
it looked like you were here. So,
Yeah.
anyway, if there's no other actions, he continues to sprint. He cuts sideways into an alley, but you follow him sideways into the alley, and you see him with his hands up like this, and he attempts to cast a spell on you. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw. 1 second.
Also, for note, he's running. He initially was running back the way you guys had just come from, like back toward the inn,
I see.
Oh,
and then he ducked into a different alley. But
A 23.
you can feel your muscles tensed as he attempts to like hold you in place magically. But you manage to like shake it off, and you're running straight at him. I would say with your double movement, you get right up into his face, but you have no action to do anything.
That's fine.
So we'll say it looks kind of like this, and then everyone keeps running. The only thing that would change in this case, everyone else is now getting like to the alley. Like, you know, you're like within striking like 30 feet of the alleyway, but aren't quite there yet. Zoom, you're kind of like starting to lag behind. You guys are also drawing a bit of notice from the crowds around you. Is there anything anybody would like to do? Or try?
I wheeze.
You wheeze.
I wheeze as well.
All right.
Maintain concentration on my detect magic. That's all I got.
All right. So Manus will attempt a disengage and trying to get away from you, Bud. Runs a little bit away, but he's still well within your range.
Okay. Okay. Am I within range to catch up?
So like he disengages, runs 25 feet or so down this alleyway. So you have no trouble catching up to him and then doing what like you're within range to run up to him. Most, if not all, spells are available are within range as well.
I'm not trying to hurt the guy. I just want to catch him and see where he's going. So I want to attempt to. I don't want to tackle him necessarily, but I want to at least like run up and put both hands on and grab him and hold him.
Okay. Roll an athletics check. You're attempting to grapple him, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. Not my best. Yeah.
Everybody talks about their best. He's a slippery motherfucker. He's got his hands up and he's got like that crazy flail on. He's just like rah! Like moving his hands around and like bats you away.
Okay.
I'll say at this point everyone is just getting to the mouth of the alley. Vulcan is like further down the alley. So everyone's at the mouth. Vulcan is down the alley. Zoom, you're getting closer to the alleyway mouth. You're almost there.
We're all in this alleyway now.
Vulcan is definitely down the alley. Everyone is like at the mouth of it. And Manus is like 35 feet away. But like with double movement and everyone's sprinting, I'd say that it's just kind of like you guys are in place to take action soon.
Are we?
Go ahead.
Are we able to like predict where he's going?
Well, he is in an alleyway, and it's probably only one direct. Like it's only really like one direction down. He's not gonna run really through you guys. So, that's probably your best bet.
Okay.
He's gonna attempt the same thing. He's gonna attempt to well. No, you know what? He's gonna cast darkness in the alleyway.
Okay.
So like you see, as he's like flailing his arms about, like batting yours away, Bud, with a surprising with crazy frenzy. Like he's just like got like crazy strength, like meth strength. You see him like grab hold, like he blocks like this, blocks your hands. And then just like a big ink cloud like sprays out of his fingertips and envelops you and like the surrounding alley. Like it's just like this inky black sphere appears in the alleyway.
I use one of my bardic inspiration die to roll on my my table there to see what it comes out, because I can use that as a bonus action. Doesn't cost me any spells there.
How many times a day can you use that, out of curiosity? Because I remember during the combat you used it to get a night spell or something.
As long as I have a bardic inspiration, I can use it.
Got you. Okay.
Same thing as I got last time.
Fair enough. So what I'll say is that when he casts darkness, the only people affected truly by it are like it's a 15-foot radius sphere. Bud, you're obviously blinded by it, and then Vulcan, you just ran into the alleyway and like you start putting the brakes on. It's just like this smoke cloud appears and like you're suddenly blind as well. Everyone's standing at the mouth of the alley. You're looking in and you just see darkness there. Bud,
yes,
you can roll an opportunity attack. You hear him shuffle away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can attempt to attack, take an opportunity attack if you want to.
Yeah, I will attempt to trip him with my non-pointy end of my spear.
Sure. Go ahead and
I'll just make it in as an attack, I guess.
yeah, that's fine. Sure, I'll go with that.
You want to call it an unarmed attack, unarmed strike?
That would be a shove, technically, by the rules.
Rules as written.
Because you either push them 5 feet or knock them prone.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by the flare. Anyway.
Yeah, make a athletics check.
Not the best at these, but
Oh,
hey,
all right.
Oh,
better.
you are.
Oh.
Spoke too soon.
Okay, yeah. You got.
Wait, what? Why did that roll as me? Anyway.
'Cause I think I got you selected. That's why.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't mind. My athletics sucks, so yeah, go ahead, use it.
I really don't want to take your 20 away, but because you are blind and you don't quite see him, I would say you have to make this with a disadvantage. Yeah, because it's a special melee attack, technically.
Okay.
HC.
Okay. You're still doing well, though. You can, you kind of, like, lash out, feeling him, like, kind of feeling him move. He's like, ah! And you like, you can feel, like, you make contact with his back, and you shove him forward. You hear, oof! And you hear a skid as he, like, comes to a stop, not too far away from you. Let me think about this.
Processing!
And so you can hear him scrambling as like he hits the ground, scrabbles, and you can hear him like scraping in the refuse down in the alleyway. But he's not too far away from you. You're still blind though.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now.
Well, that was like an opportunity attack, technically, not a. I'm essentially giving you your turn at this point. So
I would just, with my heightened cat-like senses, I would like to try and go to where he is, or at least where I heard the sliding sound,
Okay.
and jump on him to stop him, just to hold him down.
all right, one more athletics check then.
All right.
You shoved him down. Now you're trying to grapple him.
Squeeze them.
Yeah, fuck you, slippery. This is an oiled pig.
I graced a pig.
You jump down on him and like he's like slithering around. He's just like on the floor. You're like up above him, this big old lion dude and this tiny well, I guess he looks like a human, but
I'd yell out as he's slipping away from me. My friend, I'm not trying to harm you. Please. I'm trying to help you.
I'm not trying to rob you!
Vulcan, you're blind. What would you like to do?
Can I hear Bud making these
You can hear
proclamations?
Bud 100%. This
Yeah,
is
make
an
my way out
alleyway.
to Bud's voice.
Yeah, you could put your hands on either, like, out to either side of you and
Yeah.
like, feel the alleyway. Like, there's one direction to go.
I'll plod forwards.
Okay. With the intent of doing?
Just assisting. I don't know if Bud needs assistance, but should someone need to lay hands on this?
Okay, you
Yes.
you start stepping forward and
Yeah.
you bump into Bud. Like you'd like topple over him essentially. You can hear two people essentially scrabbling around on the floor. But
I don't trip on him.
yeah, you trip on him. You
Yeah.
just walk blindly into him at like at speed essentially. So now you're on the ground as well.
Got it.
But yeah, there's two people there, scrabbling for control. Like they're wrestling essentially.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Can I reach out and just try to like find two distinct people so I can scruff them?
Sure, but you can only grab hold of one. They're both. You don't have extra attack, right?
No.
Well,
do not.
there are two distinct figures, and you got to choose one. So, roll me a d20, and then roll your attack roll to try and grapple.
Cool.
It's an athletics.
Just on a.
Athletics.
Oh, it's athletics. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
So I took that literally.
Oiled pig. You feel something that isn't furry, like you've got your hands on him.
Yeah.
You can't grab a hold of him. He is. He really is
Who
just
is the
like
eel?
thrashing around. Okay. What do the rest of you do? You guys see an inky cloud of darkness in this alleyway. You can hear the clanking of metal, Bud shouting, and "Ah!" in the alleyway.
So we all have these ball bearings, right? As part of the adventuring gear. Just curious.
Or your pack does,
I do.
yeah.
Do those have like a range? Like, could I like throw these ahead of
Oh boy.
our boy? Or
You could certainly try.
well, I would like to try. Considering it's dark, that's all I can really do. A Hail Mary, if you will.
Okay. How many of these ball bearings are you gonna throw?
Like a handful, like I guess.
You have like 1,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are they like tiny? Like.
Yeah, they're no bigger than like marbles. Like they're like regular marble size.
Yeah, it's
ball
like
bearings,
a,
or even smaller, I guess.
yeah, I would say like a handful. Just like
Okay.
I don't know, 20.
So we'll say okay,
Okay.
20 is fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a strength attack. Just roll a d20 at your strength mod, I guess. See how far you can huck them down the alleyway. I'll even let you like get a run up and like
Yeah.
huck them over. But
So just
Omaha, Omaha, say hut.
All right. Hang on. Oh, hold on. It's doing the thing.
Just gonna throw you an Aaron Rodgers there, huh? Just let it go. Hope it makes it.
just hope.
Yes, sir.
Hoping and praying somebody's
Alright.
down there that makes me look good.
Oh, here we go.
That's what builds championship quarterbacks.
That's right.
no.
That's right. Your receivers.
Sorry.
Receivers, exactly.
1 second.
Why is this man so good? Because the other guy caught the ball.
That's what Antonio Gates was to Rivers.
I don't know why it's not working. Let me do it on here.
Well, if you're trying to do it on D&D Beyond, it's because they changed the way their dice work.
So I'm just doing a strength
Wait, what?
ability check.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Tremendous.
You throw 20 ball bearings and they disappear into the smoke. You can hear them clattering around somewhere further down. You're at the edge of this sphere and you're not sure where they landed, but they're in there now.
All of a sudden,
Did something happen?
dear God.
All right. I'm just like
This
I'm
is
just,
much
like,
more
confused
lighthearted
and
than the last session.
yeah.
Okay, what about the rest of you? Does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I just kind of
Wait.
wait at the thresholds, just in case, keeping an eye on anybody who walks by, seeing if they ping a magical aura. So I'm kind of playing defense essentially.
So you're at
The
the
best
mouth.
offense.
You're at the mouth of the alley, essentially, just like making sure. Anybody
Making sure he
magical
doesn't
at the other
double
end?
back and come back toward us.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Umlau, would you like to do anything, or are you?
I'm at the edge with Dreek. I watch him do all this, and I'm just I look at him. Babe, maybe you should learn how to throw, yeah? Or can you throw because you're a lizard guy? Do you only do stab and pokey things? Is that how that works?
Pretty much. Started by
Oh, all right,
expertise.
Well, I guess we're just waiting then. And I look over at him and then I just cast the what I did earlier on him. It's warrior, so he goes to attack the guy. If he comes out, then he'll get 2 points of. He'll get an extra ethereal person right here next to him, and he'll be able to hit.
All right.
hit. Yeah. So.
Sounds good. At this point, Zoom, you're now in the alleyway.
Like, God
Made
damn
it!
You made
Did it! You're here.
Welcome.
Hurt dirt.
Menace will bolt. he'll just like dip.
Does he dip? Is the alleyway open?
Yeah, it is.
Sucks.
So he just starts running. Bud and Vulcan, you have an option to attack him if you wish.
100%.
What are you gonna do? How are you gonna do your attack?
Can I punch him in the back of the knees? Or where I approximate his knees to be? Or kick, either way.
Falcon.
Punch him in the
Go ahead and roll an unarmed strength attack.
I believe.
Oh no.
Anything going on?
I tried so hard.
You can feel
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
you feel your arm hit something soft and furry, but doesn't it doesn't really connect. You just feel you can feel Bud's arms flailing around as well, and it just kind of your shot goes wide. Bud, what do you do?
Really, I'm really not trying to hurt this guy, but
He's making it difficult.
It's covered in olive oil.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to jump on him again, I guess. Just trying to sink these claws in and
So this is an opportunity attack that you have the option for. If you wanna take it on your turn to run after him, you can. But
Can't do that. Dang it. Okay.
yeah, I'll attempt to unarmed strike him.
okay, go ahead. Claws extended or just fist?
Screw this guy. Claws extended.
All right.
Daddy's activated.
Do the 1-inch punch.
That's all I got.
One punch, Bud. Oh
Can't
wait.
hit the back of a tuna can, but I can blow it out. Boing.
Oh, all right. Sure. You hear your claws connect with flesh. You hear this ah as you open up a wound in his back.
Excellent.
Okay, it's your turn now. Do you want to run after him?
Yeah. I'm gonna run.
No.
see.
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check because suddenly the ground
yeah,
underneath you is
that's right.
littered with ball bearings.
Ross.
All right, you have no trouble
I'm
getting
helping.
inside as you run down and essentially exit the darkness, and you see Manus looking over his shoulder at you like with just wide eyes. He's 50 feet away from you, so you would have to do some running to catch up to him, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Hauling ass.
All right,
Hauling oats.
Vulcan, same story. If you want to get up and chase.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
actually,
have any
one
other
thing I
first.
need to do. How much damage did he do? He actually loses concentration on the darkness.
Hey.
So that's something. Well, you all can suddenly see Bud claws out in front of Manus, and you can see him further down the alleyway now.
Meow.
And there's balls everywhere.
Yes, that's correct.
But Bud is not
Uh,
tripping balls.
Not today.
Not yet. Now that I can see them, do I get a better chance of escaping unscathed?
The ball bearings?
Yeah.
It'll reduce the DC. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah. I start chasing as best I can.
Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Oh no.
Oh come on. That showed as a 20 for me.
So you slip, fall, and like you scrabble a bit. You can hear of the grinding of metal against stone as your knees hit the ground. You're only able. You have to use half your speed to get up, and you're roughly about here. You can't quite make it up to him.
What's crawling speed?
Half your movement.
Oh, that'll just
It's
crawl.
like difficult terrain. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just crawl. I gotta get further.
Is that true?
Right? Well, I mean, even if I got up, I'd still have to make an acrobatics check, wouldn't I?
No, not an. Well, yeah, kind of.
It just take.
Yeah, let's just we're gonna boot camp it.
But if
He's
you-
saying if he stands up in the ball bearings, he's still gotta run out of it. So he
But if you
crawls.
baseball slide across ball bearings, does it increase your movement?
Only if you don't fall.
Sorry, that was a joke.
Can I
We'll
invent
say-
Heelys right here?
We'll say you get to about there without having to do an acrobatics check, and you're just crawling the whole way.
In the trenches.
And that's how Vulcan invented Heelys.
Yep.
What would the rest of you like to do now that you can see Manus?
I'm just gonna yell out like, Manus, running won't bring your husband back. Stop.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That's fantastic work.
Oh, that was performance, but it's the same thing. Oh, it was with disadvantage.
So the 2 plus.
two, yeah.
So the 2 minus 1, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Wait it.
You say it. You're not sure if it worked or not. Anybody else?
Did they say anything when they took off, or did they just take off?
Yeah, they didn't really say anything. They're just chasing Manus. They're like up in Manus's like face, essentially trying to subdue him.
So we're like actively trying to
You were
stop.
gonna say grill.
Yeah, so I'm like, if I didn't hear, I'm just kind of standing. Did they move on, mate? Did everyone take
No,
off?
they're just further down the alley. Like you can still see them.
Oh, but didn't he cast darkness?
He
Well,
lost that.
yeah, he lost it.
Oh, okay. If he lost it, then I'm like, oh, we should go, mate. And I take off down the alley.
Okay. So you get to about there, ish. Dreek, do you follow, or do you want to do anything?
Are we trying to stop him? Are we trying to hurt him?
Up to you. What would you like to do? No one's
Is
really
Dreek
said
trying-
anything about it.
I'm
Is
just
Drake trying to hurt him?
okay. I want to like shoot him in the ankle with my arrow.
Okay. I will say in this case, roll with disadvantage, but you can make your attack roll.
All right.
So, monster rules apply. You're calling your shot on his ankle.
Okay. Perfect. I think I have to do it on Foundry. No. Okay.
Your settings are probably still set to roll 20 settings since you just played Map Mage.
Oh my god, you're right.
You're welcome.
But it looks different. just make sure. Oh, yes. Got it. Hold on. Refresh. Okay, here we go. It's yes, okay. How's that? I did hold.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Yeah, you see your arrow just skip off the side of the alley. That wouldn't
Hits
have
blood
even,
in the knee, I hope.
wouldn't
No,
even
just
hit somebody unarmored, unfortunately. So it's
Alright.
your shot goes a little wide because you're trying like because they're moving so much. It's like it's hard. It skips off the floor.
Ah.
I'll say.
The darkness is still here a little bit. That's what I'm blaming it on.
Pause. Zoom.
I mean, I could burn a rage to increase my movement, but I'm not close enough to where it would even matter. I just continue to move closer and a dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Perfecto.
continue running as well.
Same.
Yeah, so I'll say, Dreek, you get it about there-ish
Okay,
with your remaining movement.
perfect.
What the fuck else can Manus do? I feel like.
Nothing. He stops and gives up.
There you go. Yeah, that's the ticket. He's gonna attempt an Eldritch Blast on you, bud.
Oh my god.
Why did we say this guy?
Who brought him?
You did.
Me?
It was Vulcan.
Okay, so he's got 2 bolts, and both go completely off. I'm sorry, I'm clicking on Dreek for some reason. Yeah, no, both bolts go sideways, and do not push you away. Yeah, he's just kind of standing there like a little stunned now that didn't work. Bud and Vulcan, you are now in his face.
I'll let Bug go first.
Oh, you're muted.
Can't hear you, Joe.
Oh, is it
Yeah, there
muted?
you
Is it muted?
Sorry, Mariah was vacuuming, so I just wanted to
Thanks.
muted. Yeah,
We want to
Okay.
hear your house
Bless.
getting clean.
we're getting a new couch.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Hoover it.
Really want to do? Let's see. No, because that's gonna make him run even more.
Cast Sanctuary on him.
Wait, hold on a second. This probably was already said, but Matt and Bill are wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
I wasn't here.
Inspiration.
It's not right. Did you guys plan that?
Well, he bought it for me, so I just
Oh,
figured
yeah.
I'd wear it. And
Yeah.
And this is the session where I'm dead, so.
guess I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a guiding bolt on that cocksucker.
Is Guiding Bolt a
Wait,
range
no, I
attack?
can't. I can't. I'm out of first level spells, and I have no damaging second level. Well, here
You could
comes the
upcast
old.
it.
What?
You could upcast it,
Eh,
but is it worth it at this point?
it's really not. It's really not. I'm gonna just go ahead and stab him with the spear. The pointy end.
Things have devolved to death. You have chosen violence.
You know when you rough up a cat too much, then they start biting. It's the biting time. Have at thee, vile demon. Or not.
What is that total? An 8?
Yep.
Yeah, you missed the unarmored man.
Too close.
Vulcan, what would you like to do?
Wait,
What is he actually doing right now? Besides casting spells at us?
standing there.
He's just standing there now.
What did you try to do, bud?
Tried to stab him.
I just want to pick him up again. Put him back on my shoulder.
Okay. Athletics check.
Bro, I
Athletics.
tried that. It's not my night. It's not my night.
It's my night.
Hey!
Close.
I brought
our-
back Phil.
It's our time down here. Up there, that's their time. Down here, this is our time.
ours.
Yeah, you finally grab a hold of him and you just like lift him off the ground and you're just like holding him now. He squirms a little bit and then stops.
Yeah. He goes limp.
That's all it took.
Well. Where are we? Does it seem like he took us someplace that mattered, or is he just running away?
He was just running away.
Uh,
You didn't go very far.
well, that was a fun experiment.
He said he looks like into your like iron face and he's like,
Yeah.
the eyes, they look, the eyes will come. Must leave. We need to leave.
And I just start walking back to the rest of the group.
Yeah, you're all in the alleyway here
Yeah.
without
yeah,
an issue,
yeah.
so.
Man, Daniel, if you would have pulled that move out in Ireland,
Yeah, that would have been great.
Holy shit.
at the end of the Mishler wedding. Come on, man, we gotta go!
Dude, I was sober by the end of the wedding.
I
I
know.
was fucked up in the middle.
I remember seeing that 1,000-yard stare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I took about a single sip out of about 30 drinks and I was messed up.
It's your wedding.
And I've got fucking friends who all they wanted to do was fuck me up. all of Mira's friends just wanted to see me messed up. All right, what are we doing?
Zoom just sits down. He's just like, "Oh."
We finally got him.
Did we catch up? We all caught up?
Yeah, you're all caught. You're all caught up. Yeah.
I just look at Wilkin. I'm like, can you just don't let him down again, please? Hold
What
on.
do we
to
do
him.
now, mate? I think we still need to hide, yeah?
Well, we just brought a bunch of attention to ourselves. I mean, I got kind of a good view of people looking at us running through the street here. It's not looking good.
Should get out of here, mates, then. Let's just go back to the forest, yeah?
We might be easier to find in the forest.
I look at Zoom, and then I look at everyone else. Then what do we do then, mate? What are we doing here?
I like
Get a hold of
Foz's
it,
idea.
Slap you across the face.
Foz will look
Take
at
another
Manus, and his hands will crackle with just arcane energy, and will say, "This is your last chance. Lead us to safety, or I will end you."
Ooh.
Yeah, mate, I'm tired of this.
Roll an intimidation check.
All right, this is gonna go
Yes.
swimmingly. Do. Whoop.
Right? Assist him. I'm gonna say
Ugh.
we just
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, I just say,
What do you say though before I allow that?
yeah, I just like get real close to him. I'm like, I just literally, I think, came back from hell, trying to save you here from those nasty people. Fucking toe the line here or something.
You can attempt an assist, but it's not a strong argument.
I mean, I'm just physically intimidated. I'm in his face, basically, is what I'm trying to get at.
Flexing.
He looks into Foz's eyes mostly, and he just says, "We'll all burn in the dark flames anyway. Kill me then. Go ahead. You already have what you need."
You know what? Screw it. Yeah. Let's do this.
Kills him.
Chromatic orb, fire.
Okay.
No, he's part of the guild.
Well, it's too late. He already said it. So go ahead and roll your attack roll.
All right. No.
It's not gonna hit me, right?
No, it's a single. No. Okay, sorry. Detect magic is like selecting everybody. No, stop. No.
Does that help?
And of course I miss.
Yes, you did. I'll say you have advantage on the attack because he's like restrained at this point, but
All right, cool. I'm just gonna roll another d20.
go ahead.
4 plus my attack mod is +6.
You barely hit him. You barely hit the
Alright.
restrained, unarmored man. And go ahead and roll your damage.
Let me figure out how much that is. 3d8. So 3d8. And I'm doing fire.
Yeah, he immolates immediately. The alley is filled with the shrieking cries of the burning man, or maness rather, as he immolates in your arms, Vulcan.
Just drop him.
His death, he flops onto the ground. And he writhes while on fire. It's not a pleasant way to go. But he screams and screams and screams, and eventually his screams ebb and cease until a burning corpse remains.
Good riddance to the liability.
What's your alignment? Out of curiosity, Foz?
It was neutral.
It's not anymore.
It's not. It's not.
It's neutral evil now.
Does that go for
We're not-
all of us? Because
No, just
I was
his.
definitely
Just his.
happy he died.
Well, you can be happy, but you didn't commit the murder.
I was just gonna cut his Achilles tendon so he couldn't run, but
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely not running anymore. So, once again, you notice that people are starting to look down the alley as the screams have drawn a lot of attention. So,
Sir
We're
Stern.
not getting paid for that.
It is all like
Oh, no.
Thunder's will.
Am I able to search his body?
you can try. Go and roll an investigation check.
Just like, that's my vibe. I'm just like,
Body.
Yeah, you start looking like he's actively on fire.
oh, I'm just like,
But like his clothes have like kind of charred and stuck to his corpse. Whatever was in his pockets is also on fire. He didn't seem to have any kind of weapons on him. There is the glint of a kind of metallic object, a crescent-shaped object that looks like an arcane focus, but otherwise, yeah, there was nothing. So,
okay. I'm just like, touch it. I'm just like, see nothing, and I just back away.
yeah. What would you guys like to do now?
Well, it's
Doesn't
pretty
happen to-
fucked.
There doesn't happen to be like any basement doors in this alleyway or anything, are there?
I'll say not in this alleyway. Do you want to go try and find one?
Might as well.
All right. Who would anyone like to assist Foz in trying to search for a sort of cellar, outdoor cellar? All right, go ahead and roll a perception check, Foz.
Perception. Whoop.
Doesn't seem to be any nearby that you can find. You duck into about 2 alleyways, and one is a dead end. It leads nowhere. The other one has got doors that lead into the buildings, but neither of them have cellars that you can see. Would anyone like to try anything else?
No, I don't think so. That's our best bet right now, given the situation.
Okay. I'll say if you guys are dead set on finding a cellar, then you will eventually be successful. But how do you guys want to try this? Are you guys trying to be stealthy? Are you guys just like going from alley to alley as a group? What are you guys gonna do? How are you guys gonna do this?
Is there really a way to be stealthy right now?
That's up
Just
to you.
leave the body.
but-
Let people find him. Maybe it'll take some stuff off our back. Let's
Right.
go.
Do any of these soldiers have like capes or anything on? With
Are you asking if they're like guild members?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not. The city frowns on the guild as interlopers and stuff, so you guys are kind of not in enemy territory. Well, you are now, I guess, in enemy territory. But they just kind of frowned, or have disfavorable views of the guild in
Or
this
I mean,
place.
not guild members. Any of the other guys, any of the guys that we fought,
We're way far away.
capes or anything.
So those guys are far away, and
Just from
they all bore the marks of Lathander, the sun, the radial sun.
I could change my cloak to the color that they had on to help me blend in, I guess.
Okay.
But if they weren't wearing cloaks, then
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you can take on a goldish hue for your cloak, if you want to blend in as like attempt to blend in as a Templar or
I do.
priest. Okay. I'm gonna need a couple people to head the search and roll perception checks, just to kind of determine how
Yep.
long it takes you guys to do this.
I'll be part of that.
Yeah.
All right.
No one else wants to. I can
I have a
assist.
+3 in perception. So I hope that was awful.
No.
Go ahead and roll.
See if it's gonna work. So it's not doing it for some reason, but with the shield that I have, it gives me advantage on perception checks.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll again manually.
Much better.
Sure.
There we go. Some in the double digits.
Amazing.
You guys do eventually find a cellar door, padlocked, and shut. You guys move fairly quickly. A commotion rising behind you as the burning body of Manus is found. Whether by force or by skill to unlock the padlock, you do eventually find entry into this dank, dark cellar where you're going to take refuge. It seems to be like a storeroom of sorts. A fair number of like crates and things are here. Some rotten over, some look, whole and intact, but it looks weathered in age. Everything is covered in dust and a bit of grime in the dankness of this area. For now, momentary respite.
A rest.
Short rest.
Yes.
Short or long rest?
I think we deserve a long.
I could use a long.
I could use it.
Start with a short and play it by ear.
All right. Well, if the intent is a long rest, set a watch. Set the
take
first
first.
watch.
I'll
Alright.
take first.
I'll take first also. I still have full health.
All right. Both of you roll perception checks. I assume you guys closed the door to the cellar.
Yes.
All right. Perceptions from both of you. All right.
During this kind of first
There we
part,
go.
as we're kind of resting, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to get back
Okay.
some spells.
All
Just
right. Sounds
FYI.
good.
Can I sit and block the door while I meditate, or while I do my resting?
Your inactive state.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take your leg out and put it through the door like a barred door.
What?
All right. Spend hit dice as needed. Is there anything you guys want? Like, so sleep is kind of evasive. It's still like mid-morning as you guys begin taking this opportunity to take stock. It's been a very busy morning. One of you died. You killed a lot of Lathander's Templars. Foz murdered a man in cold blood by burning him alive.
On my
You got
shoulder.
half of a key with Manus's blood on it, and the other half lies with the Mortimer's, specifically the wife. Is there anything you guys want to do or say while this is happening?
While we're resting, since it was short rest, I cast Song of Rest.
All right.
Everyone gets an extra D6 hit points if they're using their hit die. So,
All
Do
right.
we all roll that, or do you roll that?
I think you guys.
I think I would rule it that you guys roll it. So in your case, Zoom, you would roll the extra d6s.
Sweet. We'll take it. I'm feeling much better.
There we go.
All right. Well, the results of your first watch will be determined next time. But if
Okay.
you guys want to do or say anything right now, now's the time.
Just sing my Song of Rest.
Okay.
We all almost died today. The cow god came back, hooray! And I saw my dad. Oh boy. But it's okay. We're in a cellar. Let's sleep. And that's my song.
Wait, where is your dad?
There was no dad. You go to sleep, cow guy.
The
Yeah.
figure of speech.
The only other thing is
I
I'd
don't-
walk up to Zoom and just, without saying anything, just offer my hand to shake his hand. And give him a nod.
I confusedly shake his hand back. I'm like, what's happening?
I'll do my best to make sure you don't die again.
Okay, so
Have my word.
I did die then. I definitely was
Just-
dead.
Oh yeah, mate. You were deader than the guys I threatened way back when.
Oh yeah,
He speaks
yeah.
the truth.
Well, goodness. We know where we're going from here. Where Mortimer's wife is.
Hope so, mate.
Just like curl up in a ball. Like,
Are we gonna talk about the fact that Foz just killed a man?
We all killed guys.
Because they were trying to kill us.
Well, that guy was trying to kill us, mate. I saw him. We all
Foz
saw
just
it.
merely starts to chuckle and says, Fate was just working out how it was supposed to happen. I did not speak up at the alley. Fate wanted me to hand him over to the guard. He was meant to die by my hand or by the guards.
Oswaldine is never wrong.
You see, mate, whatever the cow guy says about the blind guy or the old guy, mate, that's how we roll.
I mean, I had a
Oswald shakes
different
his head.
fate in store, but
Talk about the fate. Seems like you just took it into your own hands. Didn't see any writing on the wall. Alright. I guess that's where we're gonna end tonight's session, though.
hooray for
Alrighty.
alignment shifts.
Is that sorry? Did you say something? I took my heads off for 1 second.
Yeah, we're ending tonight. Foz, by the way, you get inspiration for the
for
whole
murder.
character role play. Well, I mean, it's still
Murder.
something you chose and you backed up. So, you know, I'm rewarding role play, and character choice. So,
Huzzah.
but even as DM, Costa will still have to say something about it. He feels that strongly about it. So,
All right, boys. Well,
Alright.
take on off. But thank you, Matt. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Thank you very
That was
much.
Thank you.
a very interesting session that I did not think would
Very.
go that way at all.
Planned to a T.
Who
Yes.
knew?
Oh, yeah.
Who knew it would be so
We do
difficult
that.
to find a basement?
Guys, just as I planned. All
Oh man.
Exactly.
perfectly calculated. Well, thanks for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Always.
Yes.
We'll see what happens
Thank you,
next time.
sir.
That was wild.
Oh man. All right, boys.